Today we're going to be talking about progressions for the handstand push-up, working our way from the most sort of the basic earlier things, going on to more complex versions like freestanding handstand push-ups. For that, I've got my very good friend Adam Frewer.
Yeah. Let's turn that camera around.
Hello.
Yeah, so we're here at his flat in Basingstoke. Just to give you a quick lowdown on Adam, he is a professional free runner, acrobat. And he's also a qualified PT, so he knows what he's talking about. So he's going to help give us some advice and some tips and tricks on how to help you training with this move.
Yeah, definitely.
So start off with. So for people that have never done this before, the idea of going upside down can be quite scary. So having a wall, or at least if not a wall, then someone there to hold you, support you when you throw your legs up, is quite a good place to start with. So just building your confidence in holding that upside down position. So the first exercise for the handstand push-up is I like to do eccentric lowering. So if you can't push up from the bottom, starting off in the top position and then trying to lower yourself down all the way to the bottom if you can. If you can't do the whole way, because what you'll generally see is that in the inner range people are stronger, and as they start to get further outer range they get weak and drop down. Just work in the range that you're comfortable in and try to control that need to drop as much as you can. When you can do that more comfortably, try moving on to the concentric, the pushing up phase of it, and again start off working in the inner range of motion where you're strongest, and then progressing that outwards. So if I give you a quick demo, so you can start off here. You could have objects underneath you like piled up pillows or whatever you want to use, and literally start in that outer range and then progressively work your way down until you're getting head all the way down to the ground and then back up. Then I don't know if you'd agree with this, but then
definitely
start off increasing the amount of reps that you can do as a ballpark figure. See if you can start to get 10 reps in a row, and then look at moving on to different progressions. So I'm going to hand over to Adam now.
So what would you generally like move on to after doing something like that?
Well, as soon as you got the kind of rough balance against the wall, you want to be able to progress eventually to be doing it on flat ground, so without the support of a wall or someone holding you. This for most people will take quite a long time, so it's best to be patient with it. I mean, for your body to adjust to that kind of those kind of pressures and get your neurological system kind of firing at the speed you need to be able to hold a handstand, like wherever. So like even where you are, just to be able to go up and that's a bad example, but just hold them, and it takes some time. But when you have that and you have the strength to do it on a wall, you can then just do it on flat. So this
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I love how he's talking while he's doing it as well.
Don't overdo those things.
Adam, what would you say about, like, if you were talking reps and sets? Is there a certain number you'd do, or a certain time you'd hold?
Well, as a lot of people know, when you're working in the gym, there's guidelines to the kind of reps and sets you want to do in order to do things like build your endurance, hypertrophy, build muscle, build power.
Build strength.
For bodyweight training, like from my own experience and talking to like people like gymnasts, it's just a case of the more reps you can do with your own body weight, the better. Yeah. Because that will generally have all those effects. It will build your endurance, it will build your muscles, and it will also build your power.
I love how he gets that in there.
Yeah, just like 23.
Remember as well, for guys that are sort of slightly more advanced and looking at coming off from the wall to doing freestanding, don't be demoralised if you find that quite difficult straight away. Remember, the wall, I'm sure Adam will agree with this, takes away a lot of the proprioceptive demand, a lot of the synergist and other muscles that wouldn't have to be stabilising your other body parts when you do it against a wall, that have to come into play when you're doing it freestanding. So it's a lot. So it's much more of an increased demand, isn't it?
Yeah,
doing
definitely.
it freestanding than
in fact,
against the wall.
I remember even being at a stage myself where even kicking up into the wall was a challenge, and I'm sure some of the viewers here will agree. So as Jay showed the kick up into the wall, if you're not quite to that stage, you can try this approach. So with your hands here, you can actually walk up the wall slowly and then edge your hands back, and that's another way to do it. And a good way to practice bouncing off the wall is to slightly push away from the wall and lean onto your hands, so you should be able to feel it in your fingertips.
So let's just see the
control.
See that.
So I'm not actually on the wall. Okay.
Definitely. Cool. And if you've got any of your own tips or different progressions that you've come across, please feel free to share them with us. Again, next video is just going to be more of the same kind of stuff, different exercises. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and that's all from me, and here's a backflip.
Yeah!